10 most deprived places in England. Welcome back to our channel. While still here, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you have not already subscribed, we are discussing something close to our hearts because of the plight of our fellow humans. Today, we're taking a closer look at the 10 most deprived places in England. These areas face significant challenges, including poverty, unemployment, and a lack of access to essential services. Many of these places, once thriving communities, now experience the harsh reality of economic decline. There, they are unable to care for their most basic needs. Stay with us as we count from 10 to 1, exploring the hardest hit towns and what might be done to address their struggles. 10. Blyth. Blyth, located in Northumberland, was once a prosperous coal mining town, but since the decline of the industry, it has faced ongoing economic difficulties. Unemployment rates in Blyth remain high, with many residents unable to secure well-paying jobs. A significant proportion of the population relies on benefits, and the area is characterized by high levels of poverty. Housing quality is also a concern, with many properties in need of repair, and overcrowding remains an issue in some areas. The town suffers from poor health outcomes, including higher than average rates of chronic illnesses such as heart disease and diabetes. Blyth's education levels also trail behind the national average, further limiting opportunities for young people. While there have been some regeneration projects aimed at revitalising the town, they have yet to make a significant impact on its deprivation. Blyth requires ongoing investment in infrastructure, job creation, and improved healthcare to lift its residents out of poverty. 9. Fleetwood. Fleetwood, situated on the Lancashire coast, has struggled economically since the collapse of its fishing industry in the 1970s. Once a bustling fishing port, the town's decline has left many residents without stable employment. Unemployment rates in Fleetwood remain above the national average, particularly among youths, and many households are dependent on welfare benefits. Though a potential tourist destination, it hasn't diversified its economy sufficiently to create new, long-term jobs. The town suffers from poor housing conditions, with some areas experiencing overcrowding and a lack of affordable homes. Health outcomes are also poor, with high rates of mental illness and physical health problems among the local population. Additionally, Fleetwood faces significant social challenges, including high levels of crime and social isolation. To reverse these trends, Fleetwood needs investment in infrastructure, job creation, and improved local services to create sustainable growth for the community. 8. Margate. Margate, a coastal town in Kent, was once a popular seaside resort, but it now faces significant deprivation. Although it has made efforts to reinvent itself with cultural attractions like the Turner Contemporary Gallery, Margate struggles with high unemployment and low wages. Many of its residents live in poverty, with a significant portion reliant on welfare benefits. Housing quality is a concern, as areas of the town suffer from overcrowding and substandard living conditions. Education outcomes are low, and young people in Margate often face limited job prospects. Despite the town's artistic and cultural efforts to attract visitors, it still battles high levels of deprivation, poor health outcomes, and social issues. 7. Grangetown. Grangetown, located in Cardiff, Wales, has some of the highest levels of deprivation in the region. The area has a diverse population, but many of its residents face economic hardship, with high unemployment rates and limited job opportunities. Grangetown struggles with poor housing and education outcomes. Many children grow up in poverty, and access to healthcare is limited. The area also suffers from social isolation and a lack of community facilities, making it challenging for people to break free from the cycle of poverty. However, local initiatives are being introduced to improve opportunities for young people and support families in need. 6. Sheerness. Sheerness, located on the Isle of Sheppey in Kent, faces significant deprivation due to the decline of its industrial base. Once a thriving port town, Sheerness was heavily reliant on shipbuilding and manufacturing industries. However, As these sectors diminished, the town has struggled to recover. Unemployment rates remain high, particularly among young people, and many families rely on social welfare benefits to make ends meet. The town also suffers from a lack of economic diversification, with limited opportunities for well-paid work. Housing quality is a concern, with many homes in Sheerness in a state of disrepair or overcrowded. Health outcomes are poor. Mental illness and chronic diseases are common among the population. Furthermore, Sheerness faces challenges such as poor education outcomes and limited access to healthcare services. To improve, the town needs long-term investments in infrastructure, job creation, and community services to create a sustainable future for its residents. 5. Bridlington. Bridlington, a coastal town in East Yorkshire, is one of the most deprived places in England, despite being a popular tourist destination. The town has struggled with high unemployment, especially in recent years, as the seasonal nature of tourism jobs provides little job security for residents. Many of the town's residents live in poor housing conditions, and access to essential services is limited. Education levels are low, and many young people in Bridlington face limited career prospects. The town's social issues, including high rates of drug abuse and mental health problems, contribute to its overall deprivation. Bridlington will need long-term support and development to ensure a more sustainable future for its residents. 4. Morecambe. Morecambe, located on the Lancashire coast, is another town that has been hit hard by economic decline. Once a thriving holiday destination, Morecambe now faces high levels of poverty and a lack of economic diversity. Many of its residents are dependent on welfare benefits, and there are few opportunities for well-paid employment. The town has high levels of unemployment, particularly among young people, and many families live in substandard housing. Health outcomes in Morecambe are also poor, with high rates of heart disease and mental health issues. Efforts to revive Morecambe's economy, such as investments in tourism and regeneration projects, have yet to make a significant impact on the town's deprivation. 3. Gainsborough. Gainsborough, located in Lincolnshire, faces high levels of poverty and social deprivation. The town's economy has been historically reliant on industry, but the decline of manufacturing has left many workers without secure employment. Despite recent attempts to diversify the local economy, unemployment and underemployment remain prevalent. The town also struggles with poor housing conditions, high levels of crime, and low educational attainment. Many residents face significant health challenges, with high rates of smoking, obesity, and mental illness. Gainsborough needs a strategic focus on job creation, education, and community support to address its deprivation issues and improve the lives of its residents. 2. Clacton-on-Sea. Clacton-on-Sea, a seaside resort in Essex, has one of the highest poverty rates in England. Despite its popularity as a holiday destination, the town faces chronic deprivation, particularly in its working-class communities. The decline of the local tourism industry, combined with limited economic diversity, has left Clacton struggling to recover. High unemployment and low wages are widespread, and many people are forced to live in poor housing conditions. Social isolation is common, and many residents struggle to access essential services. While Clacton has a lot to offer in terms of natural beauty, its social and economic challenges make it one of the most deprived places in England. 1. Jaywick. Finally, Jaywick, located in Essex, is considered one of the most deprived areas in England. Originally a seaside village, Jaywick has struggled for decades with a lack of investment and economic development. The area's housing stock is in poor condition, with many homes in a state of disrepair and plagued by overcrowding. The population faces high unemployment, with few job opportunities available, and many residents rely on social benefits for survival. Jaywick's lack of amenities further exacerbates its deprivation, as there are limited healthcare, educational, and social services available to its residents. The area is also known for its social isolation, with few community engagement opportunities. While there have been some attempts at regeneration, including housing improvements, these efforts have not been enough to break the cycle of poverty. Jaywick's future depends on significant investment in infrastructure, job creation, and social support to improve the living conditions for its residents. These towns and villages represent the harsh realities faced by many in England. However, your thoughts and opinions on this issue matter to us. Please let us hear from you. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.